So I'm from a small county in the most southern tip of New Jersey. We don't really have much of anything to do here. We have a boardwalk, we have the beach, we're in Cape May. We have the nice, fresh, clean, crisp beaches of Cape May. We have the Cape May Diamonds, we have a sunken ship, but we're never really famous for anything notable. Philip Seymour Hoffman has visited here before, Bruce Springsteen, Bruce Willis. However, I wanted to delve into something deeper, of course. Not in the specific county, but the state alone. There's really no odd goings on ever here. So I looked into it, and I came across something on accident, actually, at first. There was a disappearance of a woman who had been a part of an exchange student program. She came from Brazil, and she can only speak Portuguese. And she ended up being located in Newark. And she had one job where she didn't really like it. And she left there and then ended up working at another chain restaurant. And it was much better there. She was only here for like about a month. And it was on February 6th, 2009 that she went outside of this Portuguese restaurant that she was visiting because one of her roommates had worked there. And they had never seen her again. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. February 9th, 2006 is when she went missing. I had it backwards. I had verbal dyslexia, sorry. I never heard this missing story before. I never heard about her disappearance. It was something different for me, and I thought that it'd be nice to gain some notoriety for her, because since I never heard of it, and I'm the queen of all queens when it comes to unsolved crimes. And I will brag about that. Yes. Her name is Carla Vincentini. She is from Piranha, and she was living in an apartment with other exchange students, a part of the same program, when she had disappeared. It was around 2:33, around there, like a.m., when she had walked up to one of her roommates and told her that she was going to be walking outside with an unknown male to his car to look at a photograph of some kind. Doesn't explain in any of the things I read what the photograph was exactly. And I guess she didn't explain it either to her friends. She had very broken English. She didn't really know much. All she was really familiar with was her native tongue, which was Portuguese. Like I said, she's from Brazil. And wasn't even a month that she was here. And she had gone out for a night, expecting to have fun and enjoy this Portuguese restaurant, be like home to her. I would imagine that'd be kind of really exciting. I would find that relieving as well. Seemingly, she appeared to be intoxicated when she was walking out of the restaurant. And no one had seen her since. One thing I had found exceptionally odd was how, well, first and foremost, the picture. Like, what could she possibly be looking at? It's a photograph. I mean, at first, the things that I was reading, it was saying picture, and I felt like, oh, okay, like a picture, like she was maybe going to buy something. Maybe that was reminiscent of home. Maybe it was someone else that spoke her native tongue that she was walking out there with, and they shared common interests, obviously, right? You would think. Maybe there was something from back home that she would really enjoy to see, and he's like, oh, hey, I have this, And then she had walked out with him, trusting him, not thinking anything of it, because she told her roommates. And she was just going out to the car, no big deal, right? The bar and grill was called Adega. Correct me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And it was in the vicinity of the 100 block of Ferry Street in the Ironbound neighborhood of Newark, New Jersey. As of this past February, the FBI had gone on record stating that they are very much cloaked in this investigation and are still very much aware of her disappearance and want to find her. There's really not much coverage of it anywhere, really, in the U.S. at all, in general. There's barely anything on the Charlie Project website. There's, it's wild to me that it doesn't have that much publicity. And especially an exchange student, maybe, it makes the program look bad. I imagine they're kind of like scared. Maybe it touches on a lot of. Regardless, it's a human. She's a woman. She had a life. She had a mom. She had a dad. She had, family that care about her. It'd be nice to get that out there. However, I did come across another blog, I should say, vlog. Sorry about that. Where they got in depth with it a little bit more, and they suggested human trafficking. I mean, that's really touchy. It's kind of serious. No one really, it's a lot of things involved with that I kind of don't even want to touch on. I felt like it was very important to me, as a mother, as a woman, I wouldn't want to go to a foreign country and disappear, like Natalie Holloway, something similar to that, However, Carla Vincentini, they have yet to find her body, remains her alive. Many, if not all, at this point, speculate that she still is alive. That's why this said person was writing about human trafficking. It's possible that could have happened. She's a foreigner, didn't really know English well. Nevertheless, her hometown, was very much concerned. They're broadcasting it still all over, making light of the situation. They really want to bring her home. They want to find Carla. I do not blame them. It's sad. It's very sad, and I hope that this really helps with bringing light to it. I mean, I'm new to this. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, honestly. So I'm just starting out. It'll go more smoothly, hopefully, at this point. At any rate, there's one thing that I read in the latter person's blog that I had read. This person was the only one that had written about this. I didn't know about it, and I was glad I came across it. There was a call to her boss, and on the other end, it was loud screaming and pleading and like whining, and we don't know, no one knows why she would call her boss, and which boss. She had just transferred jobs, remember? And did they have something to do with it? Was it an accidental thing? Was she just trying to dial someone as fast as she could, and that was the last person in her contacts on her cell phone? We don't know, and we don't know any further information about that call either. So if you have any information, please contact your local FBI office or the nearest American embassy or consulate. You can even contact Charlie Project. I believe you can. And on here is the numbers for all that. And I will explain everything as in depth as I can. And also you can check on my YouTube for the actual visuals of this, and that is under Secrets Admirer on YouTube, and Admirer spelled like my last name, Meier. Carla had multiple tattoos, such as a gray angel on her back, a red and yellow chameleon on her hip, and a tribal tattoo on her lower back. She had also sustained a fracture to the right side of her collarbone, and she was affectionately known as Carlita or Carlina. She was last seen leaving a Dega bar and grill with an unidentified male. She was seemingly intoxicated, and this was around 2 to 3 a.m. She had blonde hair, brown eyes, and a pierced tongue. She was 5'7". She was 22, I believe, when she disappeared. She only knows her native tongue when she disappeared, which was Portuguese. She is from Paranha, Brazil, originally. And let's see. That should basically cover it. I felt like there should be more. I feel like we should know more. I feel like it's very frustrating, and my heart goes out to the family and friends of Carla Vicentini. She was around 140 pounds, and it would say in one of these posts what she was last wearing. And it gets in depth, going to the Charlie Project that's local in New Jersey. And hopefully we can bring Carla home. It's very, very sad, and it's even more sad that we don't have any more information to shed light on this. So keep your eyes and ears open, and you never know. You know, what if it was you out there?